Well, good morning. Welcome to our solo walk. 1st of August, half of 2025 just disappeared. And just seems that time is really speeding up. I don't know. A lot of people are talked about that, I guess, but it just seems that way. Oh, where are you? Not physically, not your location, but where are you? Where is the real you? I've as we talk about our solo walks and getting off that paved road and road that's laid out in front of you, taking a walk down some of the less traveled paths and trying to understand and comprehend and understand who and what we are. I've just got going through my head my thoughts this last little bit here, and that is where are you? Where is the real you? I've always never really fit in with the societal norm, I guess, and I've went on many little trips off that paved road and trying to find out where I am, and that, but always taking those little trips off the paved road, still wearing the mask, I guess you'd say, of who I've been told I am, of who I've been told I should be, of trying to find out where I am by looking within the program, the system, the teachings that I was instructed in during my youth and younger years, and schooling and religious teachings and the whole educational societal system, and yet all the time knowing, I guess, that something just wasn't quite right, always looking, I've always been one to be as loving as I can and as caring as I can, as compassionate as I can to other people, and that tried to be as open to other people and what I thought we were supposed to be as people, as civilization, and trying not to hurt anybody, but still not knowing who I am, where I am, I've went on lots of solo journeys and seeking to understand or understand what's actually going on. And that I've spent, a few years before I ended up here in this beautiful little piece of the world, living in the back of a truck. As a highway truck driver, over the road truck driver, and thinking that that's who I am. I'm a truck driver. No, that's not who I am. That's not, that's what I did. And I thoroughly did enjoy that. It was a good life, and it's served me well over the years. Pretty much always been involved in transportation of some form or another most of my life. But anyway, that's not who I am. That's not where I am. This beautiful little piece of the world here, you can see around. It's, to me, it's as beautiful a little spot as you're going to get. But that complements where I am, but it isn't where I am. We spend so much effort, so much time trying to fulfill the program that you've been trained in to be what somebody else has told you you are. And I've come to understand in the last few years, at least. Like I said, I've always sought that, and thought over the years I've found bits and pieces of it, and I think I did, but I was still looking outward, I guess. Still trying to be with that mask that we put on, still kind of hiding behind that, I guess, of this is who I am. But come in the last, like I said, in the last few years to truly, for me anyway, to truly understand that where I am is here. That where I am is not, and who I am is not what that mask is. I've come to understand that I am a spiritual being having a human experience, and that we are here just for the experience. People, there's lots of noise out there saying that there's this entity or this alien force or this God or that God or this different reality, or well, your reality starts within, as far as I've come to understand. Yeah, this is all, to me, we perceive this as real, and I'll accept it as real. And that, whether it is or not, I don't know. And to be totally honest, I really don't give two shits. I know this is real. The spirit I feel within, the love that I feel for humanity, the care and concern I feel for you out there. You know, that we can all reach within. Take off the masks. Quit listening to the noise. Quit listening to the programs. Start to understand that silence is where the answers come from. Slow down. Yes, I know, like I've said before, we all have to participate in this system out here, and that to function in the society as it's set up. But like I've said before, you make the choice how much you're going to participate in it. Whether you're going to control it or it's going to control you. So where are you? I finally, starting after 67 years, going on 68 years, starting to find out where I am. Still a journey. Still processing it, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But enjoying every minute of it. Learning how to be peaceful within. To stop listening to all the noise, all the bullshit that's going on in this realm, world, earth, whatever the hell you want to call it. And if I could have one wish or desire or whatever you want to call it, is just that you actually start to look to see where you are. You know, our physical location doesn't really mean a whole lot. Yeah, it gives us joy, it gives us pleasure when we're in a peaceful, serene, loving environment. But until you find out where you are, till you actually go looking, take some of those solo walks, get down off that paved road that's laid out in front of you where you've been told to go, and take a wander out into those spots less traveled, I guess, and actually look for you. Quit listening to the noise and start listening to the silence. I'm more positive than ever that the answers are in the silence. The answers come to you from within, from spirit. Quit trying to figure it out and allow it to show you. Allow your spirit, allow creation, creator, God, however you want to phrase it. Allow that to lead, guide you, show you where you are. Understand that you are a creation of love. You are love. We've just been so indoctrinated into the system, and it's been millennia. That system to me is on its way out, I think. But, you know, I may be wrong. I don't know, but for me it is, anyway. We do our best to be sovereign, to be independent. We do our best to love this reality that we're in here, to love the people around us, to love humanity, to be compassionate, to be kind. Yeah, do I do it perfectly? No. Probably not likely ever will, but I try. I do what I can, do my best. Like I've said before, do what you can with what you have where you're at, just to be the best you can be. Yeah, just continue to take those solo walks to figure out where you are. There isn't really a map to find where you are, but there is direction to find out where you are, who you are. Just listen. I think silence is one of the biggest parts of it. Quit listening to the noise. Know that you are more than enough. Know that you're loved. Anyway, hope that makes a little bit of sense, I guess. But that's kind of where I'm at. Still on the journey, but I'm figuring out more every day of who and where I am. And I'm very pleased to have been able to find where I am, to find myself, to find me. I am. Anyway, reach out, give your loved ones a hug, tell them they're loved. Look in the mirror, tell yourself you got this. And when you're looking in the mirror, remember that everything that you criticize and the people you criticize and the attacks on people, that's not really much to do with them. That's you reflecting back at yourself. And that, so deal with those shadows. Deal with that reflection. Figure out why you are in those attack modes. Yeah. Know that you're loved. Like I said, look at yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself you got this. You are so much more than you've been told. And just take off that mask. Let go of the ego. And start that quiet journey to find where you are. Be loved. Know that you're loved. Many blessings your way. And yeah, just take those solo walks. Nobody knows better than you. Be blessed. Have a great one. Bye-bye.